All right. Hey, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Wadash, and double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and as well as the men that taught them, and peace and blessings to Yoakim out there, who pushing his word with all truth and sincerity, and as well as to all you believers out there who believe in on the gospel. And it's the brother Quara Abad from the GMS Houston camp. And I want to go into another lesson the Lord willing to do be edifying. And kind of want to, line back off, the topic or the spirit that's been, within the body lately. How you had the elder brother Amawan Gabal. He put out the video saying how a sister had a dream that the Apostle Sahar said that this was his last video being posted up. And I kind of just wanted to line back off that, and also to highlight the brothers in New York. How they had a guy come to them and pretty much saying, man, I've been looking for y'all. Y'all was right the whole time. I've been, I've been looking for y'all. Y'all was right the whole time. You see? So I just kind of want to line back off that. I might have to just quote precepts. Now, I had another phone on me, but I got to connect to Wi-Fi, and I didn't even think about that because I was at the crib when I was using it. So I'm gonna just kind of hop into it. Let's see. Hold on. Let me see if I can get this to work real quick. Bear with me. Yeah, so it ain't working. I might just have to quote them. I'm quoting to the best of my ability. But just going into the topic on how, and I don't think a lot of people get that or even understand that the importance of hearing this word now. You know, and it's the point of because you can get on this internet, and the Lord got the word going out through the internet, right? And you can get on the internet, and you can go to many different things. And a lot of people nowadays, since social media is linked to the internet, it's not taken as serious as it should be. The information that's put on the airways is not taken as serious because you have things like social media on the internet. You have things, people playing games and pranks and all this BS and jokes, right? So now that the Lord have His word going out on the same airways, the internet, people don't take it as serious, right? So getting to the point to where we have been blessed to where the Lord word have been going out 24/7, and we took hold of it. And it's very important to take hold of this word now because the day is coming. The day is coming and very quickly to where this word won't be as easily accessible as it is now. You won't better just go on the apostles or the elders and brothers pages to find out what's going on as far as prophecy. What's next? Right? This happening, so what's next? Now was the time to get these things and think about this. When all hell break loose, when the Lord take the prophets off the streets, take these videos down, you can't get the videos, then where you gonna go to for answers? And that's gonna be the time when everybody gonna need answers the most, a time like never before. That's why it's an emergency really to get it now. But like I said, I'm gonna quote scriptures. If there's any brother that hop on the comment board, if you want to post them as I quote them, Baba Kashab, please do so. Um, cause I have my, like I said, I got my extra phone, but it ain't got Wi-Fi while I'm out. But I was gonna get this first, Isaiah 55, which it says, Isaiah 55:6, which it says, "Seek the Lord Yahweh, Bashimi Hawashai, while he may be found. Call upon him while he is near." You see? And if it have to tell you to seek the Lord while he may be found, telling you what, it's gonna come a time when the Lord Yahweh and Yahweh Shah won't be found. Mercy won't be given. Mercy won't be given anymore, man. It's gonna be straight judgment. So now is the best time to come back to the Lord while he's still showing mercy. Why he still want to be nice to us right now, right? Again, and look at the time we have. We have liberty. The Lord gave us an opportunity to repent, change, get right. We don't want to wait to the last second because now your conscience is gonna condemn you. And having a condemned conscience in a time like never before is gonna be the worst position to be in, man. All right. But I'll quote it again: seek the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh while he may be found. Call upon him while he is near. You know, and like I said, I got to paraphrase. If a brother want to post the scriptures, um, and then the one I had after that was Amos 5:12, right? And if it be the Lord will, I might just post these in the comment board when I'm done. But Amos 5:12, it says, "The prudent will keep silent in those times because it is an evil time." It says the prudent gonna keep silent in the time that we in because it's an evil time, man. So therefore, the ones who got this truth now, the ones who've been edifying, the ones who've been teaching, the ones who've been showing people the way, so on and so forth, giving people the information of things that's going on. Therefore, when they actually start to happen, the same people who've been warning you about what's to come, they ain't gonna tell you nothing no more. They ain't gonna relay the information unto you no more. And just think about it, going back to what the Apostle Sahar from the dream that the sister had in this video, he said, this is gonna be my last one. Now it ain't that he said it for the purpose of he taking his hand off the plow, or he stopped doing the work, or he retiring. No, it's to the point, the times we coming in, it's gonna be an inconvenience for brothers to go out on the highways and hedges. It's gonna be an inconvenience for us to go out and prophesy and push the word. You're gonna have troops on the streets, you're gonna have martial law, you're gonna have, I'm sure you could probably face jail time for some things that we may say. So, and see, people don't think about that. They just think that the word will go on forever. YouTube, social media gonna be forever, but that's not so. Again, it's not that we don't want to stop pushing the word. Well, it's like a thin line between that, because we do, in a sense, because we know when we stop pushing the word, then we go into the next phase of prophecy. You see, the next phase of prophecy. But the thing is that it ain't like we don't want to push the Lord word. We don't want to do the work. No, the times we coming in, it's gonna be an inconvenience for us too. We might not be able to go out. Look how Trump already passing laws talking about with the squatters, homeless people just standing around being idle. You got DC federalized, and is about to be 20 other states, and it says that Texas is going to be the one with the most heaviest military presence. The point is, who gonna go out? Who gonna go out when times get like this? We think we're gonna prophesy in the middle of a riot? Prophesy with no, man. The point is the Lord. We going to the next phase of prophecy. Get it while you can. Get it while we can. See, although the word is easily accessible, it should be precious to us now too. And precious meaning, like in the time of Samuel, it says that the Lord didn't give no open visions back then, and the word was precious. Everybody wanted it, looked for it. That was the only thing. We should treat it like that now before it come. Because when it comes, yeah, we're going to be highly blessed, man. Right? I see the brother Barab Yahweh Shah on there. If you can, brother, can you post 2nd Ezra 5? 2nd Ezra 5, verse 8 through 11. I mean, Salakia, verse 8 through 13. Baba Kashan, we'll end it on that. But 2nd Ezra 5, verse 8 through 13. Baba Kashan, 2nd Ezra 5, verse 8 through 13. Sound like Dr. Umar. I repeat everything. But right, let's see what the brother got on the comment board. Yep. And that's perfect time, and he put that to Amos 11, because that's what I had next. Right? But in the times we coming in, like it said in Amos 5:12, it says that it is a prudent time. I mean, that the prudent will keep silent in that time because it is an evil time. So the ones who got this truth, when the things that they've been saying actually happen, they ain't gonna give you the warning no more. Why the things going on? Again, they gonna be trying to escape and find protection and shelter, so on and so forth. The Lord will be God knows, men. Lord willing, we'll put a part of that number to safety. We ain't gonna be worried about nobody else. We ain't gonna be focused on telling you what it is now when we told you for years. You better get it now. But see, that's the mindset. Look, the Lord already got us in that mindset now. Like, look, if you don't believe what we said, we don't care. If you don't believe what we saying, we don't care. And we already in the spirit, like the apostles been pushing. We ain't here to debate nobody. We ain't here to debate nobody. We ain't here to go back and forth with Christians. We don't care. So if we don't care now to go back and forth with you, if we don't care now to talk to you, if we don't care now to prove that what we saying is the truth, how much more when times get hard, when everybody running for their life, you think we gonna care to tell you what it is? No. No, man. This Amos 8:11. It says, behold, the brother Barab Yahweh Shai, behold, the days come, saith the Lord of power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread. But look, that's the cold part, because it is gonna be a famine of bread as well. See, the Lord gonna starve these people out physically and spiritually and emotionally. Now think about this. These people, when you ain't eating, you pissed off, you angry, you mad. When you ain't got nothing to drink, you angry. That's why there's a such thing as a term called hangry, right? You get angry when you hungry. Now, put being angry because you hungry and thirsty, mix that in with you ain't sleeping a couple of days, a lack of sleep because you're running for your life. Now mix that in with you not knowing what's going on, you ain't got the answers. See, that's why people gonna lose it. They gonna be at their last, physically and mentally drained, and then it's gonna be things that they seen in their life that they never expected. Come on, man. And the only comfort to have is to know what's going on, and that's this truth. That's to be confident in this truth. Let's continue. Amos 8 and 11, it says, Behold, the days come, saith Yahweh power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord Yahweh, by Shem Yahweh Shai. It says, verse 12, And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east, and they shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord, and they shall not find it. That's it. People gonna be looking for this word, and they ain't gonna better find it, man. It ain't gonna be as easily accessible as it is now. But let's end it off on this, the water for posting the precept. This second Esdras 5. So we started with what? Seek the Lord while he may be found. Showing us to go come a time where this truth ain't gonna be out there. And then after that, what it said next, that it's gonna come a time to when the Lord have his word play out, the prudent go keep silent. So the ones who telling you this truth where you can find the Lord is gonna come a time they gonna keep silent. And then it says what? That's when a famine of the word gonna take place. It's a famine of the word. That's when it's gonna take place. Ain't no more truth. So now let's see how the people react once that happens. Second Esdras 5 and 8. It says, There shall be a confusion also in many places. See, it's gonna be confusion everywhere. It says, And the fire shall be often sent out again, and the beasts shall change their places, and minstrous women shall bring forth monsters. Verse 9. It says, And salt water shall be found in the sweet, and all friends shall destroy one another. Now, mind you, this is full-blown Jacob's trouble. All friends shall destroy one another. What you think enemies gonna do? And check this out. This is the point. It says, And then shall wit hide itself. What is wit? Your focus, your keenness, man, your sharpness of mind, your acuity, right? It says, Then shall wit hide itself. In that time, nobody gonna be able to make practical decisions. You know, they mind ain't gonna be focused enough to make decisions. Everybody gonna lose it. So we saying once the truth get taken away and the men get off the streets, people gonna lose their mind. Cause now all you got is troops and Esau and robots telling you what to do. It says, Then shall wit hide itself, and understanding shall withdraw itself into its secret chambers. Right? Those who got the truth ain't gonna be found. And what's gonna happen after that? It says, And shall be sought of many. So many people gonna be looking for the truth and what? And yet not be found. And then, so because they ain't gonna better find out what's going on, what a minute. What's the answers? It says, And then shall unrighteousness and incontinency be multiplied upon the earth. Unrighteousness is lawlessness. It's go when all hell break loose and people ain't gonna have the answers, especially Americans, it's gonna be the wild, wild west is a understatement. People gonna lose their mind. If we just read earlier, friends gonna destroy one another. What you think enemies and people who don't know each other gonna do? When mothers gonna be eating their children, so on and so forth. So it says, when people ain't gonna find an answers, it says, and shall be sought of many and yet not be found, then shall unrighteousness and incontinency. What's incontinency? A lack of self-control be multiplied upon the earth. So we can see from prophecy that look, it's a blessing to have this truth now. Because if not, we gonna see the state that people will be in the times to come. With no answers, with no hope, with no direction, well, without vision, the people gonna perish. It says, and one land shall ask another and say, is righteousness that make a man righteous going through thee? So in that time, will it be any help of righteousness in the world? And it says, and it shall say no. And at the same time shall men hope. And at the same time shall men hope, but nothing obtain. They shall labor, but their ways shall not prosper. See, they're gonna try to get out of the situation the Lord gonna have them in, but it ain't gonna work. They're gonna try to find answers, but it ain't gonna work. So the point is to get it now, man. Because who knows when that last video gonna be? We'll end it off on this. The brother Barry Hawashai, Isaiah 33:6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. Stability, man, to keep us stable in this thing, right? The things we believe in, that we have faith in, is going to keep us stable in the times to come. And even more, because we believe in them and know it's going to come, and we ain't seen it yet. Once we start seeing them, guess what? Our beliefs, we going to know it at that time. Our beliefs should skyrocket to that point we finally seen it, man. You know? But it's going to keep us stable. And look, wisdom and knowledge, Isaiah 33:6, don't start the first day of Jacob's trouble. That started the first day you came into the truth. Because we've been having to apply this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to stay out of the midst of these people in the world. But even more in the times we coming in now. But I'm going to end it right there. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rachak. And once again, double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, as well as the men that taught them, and peace and blessings to all you walking out there who pushing his word with truth and sincerity, and as well as all you believers out there who believe on the gospel. Eat the water out, the brother Barry Howard Shai, for helping me out with the precepts. The water, bro. And Yahweh Bashim Howard Shai, Barakathamni, y'all. Shalom.